Hi guys, I'm Yolanda and welcome to my channel, Redhead Promise Illumination. And tonight we're going to be talking about finances. So last time we talked about how to get mentally prepared to deal with your financial issues or deal with your unhealthy relationship with money. So tonight, I hope you guys had some time to think about it and you're ready to get this party started. Let's go into budgeting and how to start a budget. So this video is just going to be strictly about how to start a budget from scratch. And the first thing that I say when I say start a budget from scratch, you have to know what's coming in and what is going out. And when I say what's coming in, I mean your monthly income after taxes. So your job paycheck after taxes, whether it be 2 weeks or monthly, and then whatever side jobs you have and that you may or may not be paying taxes on. So you would add those two together and write that down. So for this budget scenario, you're going to need a pen and paper. And so I'll give you a little bit of time, but just go get a regular notebook. Nothing fancy, a notebook and a pen or whatever you like to write with, a pencil or whatever, and then we will construct a budget via paper. And so you would write at the top, you would write budget on the top of that paper, and then you would put the days and the days and the day of that month. So say you start your budget, it's going to be a 30-day budget because right now you're on a clean slate. You really don't know what's coming in tallied up, or you don't know what's going out. So tonight we're going to get you there. So at the top you're going to put finances or money or coming in, whatever you want to name it, whatever's convenient for you to help you remember. And then you will calculate what you have coming in. And then you will write that down. So let's just say I have a job and I make $3,600 every 2 weeks, okay? I make $3,600 every 2 weeks, and I will write a monthly income of, what is that, $7,300. Let me do a check. My math is not the greatest tonight, but you guys get the gist of what I'm saying. You will write that total down at the top, and then you would start on a daily basis calculating what you have going out. Now, you guys are probably like, what does she mean on a daily basis? Well, every day, I know people and I myself sometimes spend money on a daily basis. It just depends on the month and what I have going on. So you will write down the days of the week, Sunday through Saturday, and the day of the month. So let's just say you want to, everybody always says, I'll start on Monday or I'll start on the 1st. Everybody likes a clean slate. So let's just say you want to start November 1st. So you'll write whatever that date of the week is on November 1st. Let's look at it. Let's look at a calendar. November 1st happens to be a Sunday. Yay. So you'll write Sunday, November 1st on your first line. And then when you start budgeting, when you start looking at your budget on November 1st, you will keep all your receipts for that day. So if November 1st you go to the gas station, you get a receipt. If you go to the grocery store, you get a receipt. And I myself personally, starting out, just to keep a good track of what I'm spending, when I keep those receipts, I would have something in my car, an envelope or manila envelope or a regular envelope, and put on that in bold receipts, okay, like with a Sharpie. And then you can stick those in there. And then every day, at the end of the day, when you go in the house for the day, you take that envelope with you and you sketch out some time. Maybe it's your downtime. I'm sure you have downtime because you have time to be on YouTube. You have time to scroll on Instagram. You have time. So take some time out of your day, whether that be 30 minutes or an hour, and tally those receipts for the day. Okay, so You'll have all your receipts and you'll write down on the day your total. Okay. If you want to get really detailed, which I advise that you do for it, because you're going to have a whole notebook. You can have a dedicate a sheet a day on that notebook. But for that day, you'll write down Kroger, groceries, $30, Foot Locker, tennis shoes for me, $150. Whatever your spending is for that day from those receipts, you'll tally it up, and then at the end on the bottom part, so you'll have it the day and the day of the week. You'll write it down, and then at the end of that day, you'll have your sum total. At the end, I spent $250 that day, and circle it, okay? And then the next day, you'll flip the page, however you want to organize it. I'm just giving ideas. You'll flip the page and you'll write the day of the week and the date. So you'll write Monday, November 2nd, and then you'll keep your receipts, and then you'll do the same thing, and it'll become a routine, and you'll do that for 30 days. Then on your 30th day, at the end of that day, you will total everything from those days, those 4 weeks that you've calculated what's coming in and what's going out. You'll calculate that, and you'll have your monthly bills, okay? Your monthly, what you have going out. I won't say bills because it'll include what your wants, your needs, everything. And we'll get into that in a minute. So you'll do that, and you'll know what's coming in, and you'll know what's going out for the month of November, okay? Which is a great way to start. I also have a little treat for you guys tonight. I want to share with you guys a worksheet that I've used to help me keep track of my finances. It is on the site called Nerd Wallet, and if you bear with me for 2.5 seconds, if you bear with me for 2.5 seconds, I will show you the website and how to operate this potential budget that you can use, okay? So let me get to it. All right. All right, so here it is. So this is your budget calculator, and all you're gonna do, you can go on Google and type in Nerd Wallet, N-E-R-D Wallet, 2 words, budget worksheet or free budget worksheet, and it'll pop up this site, and you'll see this little green N, and you click on that, and this is what'll come up, okay? This is what will come up for you here, okay? And it'll say free budget planner worksheet. And I'm not going to read all of it to you, but what I did want to discuss was this right here. So Nerd Wallet gives you like this cool 50-30-20 rule. And 50-30-20 rule is basically a rule that says you should spend 50% of your income on your needs, 30% on your wants, and 20% on saving or on repaying debt. For me, I would feel better flipping the narrative here. So I would flip and spend 50% on what I need, 20% on what I want, and 30% on saving and or paying off debt. So if you're in a bad or a tough situation, flip the narrative, and the sooner you, that's just my suggestion, the sooner you pay off your debt, the better, okay? And another thing I want to point out, it'll take you through a series of questions. Now, you're not using this site until you have done your 30-day challenge, your 30 days of writing down everything you spend. And then you'll see where your money's going, because this puts it in lump sum, your rent, mortgage. Now, these things here show things that haven't changed, your needs. Your needs don't change. Your rent is the same every month, hopefully. If you're paying your rent on time, it should be the same. Auto insurance, that should be the same. So your needs are things generally that don't fluctuate, except for things like maybe your phone bill, groceries, uh, I don't know, things like that. And then on here, it says health insurance premium. This is not what you pay for health insurance. This is what you paid that month if you went to your doctor, your deductible or whatever. You would put that in there. So I would write all these things down for 30 days, maybe starting November 1st all the way to the end of November, and then go on Nerd Wallet and plug in the numbers. Okay, plug in the numbers that you got. Calculate up everything you spend on clothing and write it, put it here. Everything that you spend on alcohol, put it here. These is even those drinks you went out and had with your girlfriends, put it here. Special meals at home, meaning you order DoorDash or you order Grubhub or whatever your special meals. Anything other than cooking, that's special. Okay. So I would calculate my 30 days, put it here, and then it says here savings and debt repayment. Okay, we talked about this last time. We talked about having savings and you owe people money. Okay, we talked about saving and you owe people money. How can you save when you owe somebody money? So I believe that's a no-no. I believe that you can't just save an exponential amount of your money and you owe people money. So what I suggest is maybe do a 50-50 split. So again, I said flip the narrative. You're spending 50% on hopefully you're spending 50% on what your needs are and not living beyond your means. If you are, that needs a whole nother video in itself. Then you're spending 20% on your wants, and then you're spending 30% on your savings and debt repayment. So you're saying, well, I have to save something. True. So you're going to save 15% in your savings account, and then 15% you'll use for debt repayment. To be fair, is that what you want to do? You know how you need to work this. I'm just throwing out suggestions. And so you'll do those things, and then you'll write it down, or you'll plug it in here. Okay, you'll plug it in. Let me switch it. I'm sorry. You'll plug those things in here, okay? And then the cool thing about this website is it lets you download right here into a cool like Excel spreadsheet. So you'll download it, and then it'll go onto your computer, and then you can manipulate that however you want monthly. Once you see, I would say give yourself, after the 30 days, I would say, and give yourself a cool another 30 days to see how your spending is going, and then modify your budget according to that, because now you have a true budget. You have 2 months of seeing what you are spending, and then you can modify it. Say you're spending $100. You're spending $100 on Starbucks. You're spending $5 a day, 5 days a week, for 4 weeks on Starbucks. That's $100 a month on Starbucks. You could cut that expense and put that money in your 30% right here, where you of your debt repayment and savings. You know, that was money that you were squandering. Okay, so I would use this tool to the best of my ability. I would be a stickler on what I'm spending, what I have going out, and what I have coming in. And I would just keep doing that, changing it up until it works, changing it up until it works. And then eventually you will catch your budget and what you need. You will, and when I mean catch your budget, you will get in a routine of seeing and a habit of seeing what you have going out and what you have coming in. And hopefully you can get to the 50, 20, 30. They say 50, 30, 20. I'm just flipping it, but 50, 30, 20, if that's what you want to do. And then by the end of a period of time, you will have paid off majority of your debt. And I'm not going into detail tonight about paying off debt, but I'll do another video about that. But tonight, I just wanted you to get the gist of how to create and start a budget. That is key. And once you get that and have that down pat, like I told you guys, we're starting from the bottom and building to the top and getting you acclimated to those things and intricate details. So we started with mental readiness and mental preparedness for having a healthy relationship with money. Now we're into the next step, which is budget. Creating a budget. How do I do that? So if you like this video, please like it, thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And if you want, just go back and listen to some of the things I said, take notes. If you have any questions or anything like that, please put it in the comments of this YouTube video. I do answer them back on the comments. I also am going to be launching my coaching website here in a couple of days, so look out for that. I'll have that information in the description of my videos. My company is called Redhead Promise Illumination, and I'll give you more about that and the deets about that on another video. But you guys, I hope you got some good information tonight, and I'll talk to you soon. Later.